Hello, Terra Luna Classic peeps. It is a big morning today. I got the spacesuit on because we're clearly heading to the freaking moon. Okay, so let's talk about the price movement. So yesterday, guys, if you paid any attention, you saw that, we bottomed out at the 33s. I mean, Bitcoin, the rest of the crypto market really kind of, we took it out yesterday. We tanked a bit, right? And you know what? That's fine. There was a massive sell-off, but great news for the Terra Luna Classic community. If you needed any more proof that we are completely detached from the rest of the cryptocurrency market, look at this chart. Look at this amazing recovery. Guys, we bottomed out at 33s, and overnight, we're up at 43s, 44. I mean, guys, this is huge. This is the Terra Classic community coming together and saying, hey, we're here, we're loud, and we're making things happen. And to continue on with the big news, we got two huge pieces of news today that I wanted to cover. So the community's been just talking about a 1.2% burn tax, talking about it on chain. We're trying to get other exchanges to bring it on board. And we saw what the first person, the first exchange to really step their foot out was MEXC. But guys, like we talked about, once somebody breaks through that, others will follow. Guys, read this news. KuCoin will support the 1.2% tax burn proposal of the Terra Classic community. Our voices have been heard. You guys have been loud talking about it. And clearly, here it is. KuCoin will support the 1.2% tax burn when the proposal is officially approved and implemented on the Terra Luna Classic mainnet. Serves on KuCoin will remain unchanged if the community does not approve the proposal. So this is contingent on whether us approving the proposal on the chain or not, right? And that was a big conversation that was being had was, why would these exchanges go ahead and do this if we haven't even implemented a 1.2% burn tax on chain, right? So, I mean, kind of makes sense, right? But, as we can see, the word is out there. There is a push for it, and people do want to implement it. They just want to see if the community is going to implement it on chain first, right? So again, to avoid potential increases of the deposit fee costs, so they're expecting a higher volume being traded in. We strongly suggest users to deposit all their mainnet Terra Luna Classic tokens into KuCoin before the 12th. There's been two big dates that people have been talking about, which is the 12th, when we were supposed to implement the 1.2% tax, but it seems that that date is most likely going to be pushed over to the 20th because, the proposal needs to be proposed to change the parameter of the code on chain. Right now the parameter exists for an on-chain tax, it's just set to 0. So it needs to be put up to 1.2%, right? And then once that happens, once the proposal gets pushed and it gets voted on and it gets implemented, we're looking at a date closer to the 20th, right? Okay, so KuCoin wasn't the only one with a major catalyst this morning for us. Guys, like we talked about, once there's that second, it's a third, it becomes a rat race of all these exchanges coming to the forefront for the Terra Luna Classic community. Guys, Gate.io. If you guys haven't heard of Gate.io, they're another big exchange. They've also talked about implementing 1.2% burn tax for Terra Luna Classic in their exchange. Guys, big news. Big movement today, and as you can see, we're holding. We talked about this. We're breaking fours. When we broke fours, we held at 39. Now we're breaking fours. We got to 44 on the downturn. This is a bear market, guys. I know you might not need a reminder of that, but for us to be having this type of solid boosts in our price in a bear market just shows you the insane power of the Terra Luna Classic community and what happens when people come together to back a project, okay? So, great news today. I got the spacesuit on. We're going to the moon. Like and subscribe, guys. If you have any comments, any questions, leave them down below. Share the video. Get it out there. And stay safe. And as always, goodbye.